Okay, you're live.
Can't take off starter?
Yeah, what we're gonna do is, if we need to charge it again, we'll go here. All right, we got a couple people watching. All right, guys, we're gonna set up. Looks like we're setting up. It's me driving and picking, and I got my cameraman or my camera woman, my lovely wife, Iris. If I can't get to these comments quick enough, just know that it's gonna be hard to do both these things. But hold on, so we're not hitting the whole time. So can y'all hear me pretty well? Let's see if they can hear us. Hey guys, can y'all hear me up there? Do I got sound? Watch for Los Angeles. Yes. All right, that's what I needed to hear. All right, babe, I'm gonna let you take over the camera, and you can film me or you can film the road. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm his helper for tonight.
And what she's gonna be doing, like I said, she's gonna be holding the camera for me, and or holding the phone, because if you guys watched my last video, you know of the tragic ending of my last GoPro camera. It took a major dive off my truck. I was disappointed at first, but it's okay. We'll get another one, and we'll keep on making these videos for you guys. So if you got a question, go ahead and ask away. Iris will do her best to get them to me as we go. And I wanted to do something different for you guys. I think it's something that I don't think I've ever seen any other YouTuber do, a live trash picking video. You seen people do live videos like on their hauls. I've seen people do live videos on storage, auction hauls and stuff like that. But I've never seen a live, we're gonna go trash picking, we're gonna go dig and get our hands dirty live video. So I want to try that, do something special for you guys. It's been a very, very long time since I've done a live video. And I just didn't want to do the same old, hey, let's sit around the camera and answer questions. I want to do something kind of interactive with you guys. And who knows, if you guys see something that maybe I should be getting, or if I'm missing something out, maybe y'all say, hey, pick that up. Or if I ask a question, hey, I don't know what this is, maybe y'all can answer and let me know what it is.
Gladzilla is asking how many years you've been picking.
I have been picking since June or July. When did we move in our house?
2012 in
So
July.
July 2012. So that's 9 years. 9 years picking, and I've been making videos for about 3 years now. And man, I enjoy it. I have fun. I'm amazed by the amount of people that actually like to watch these type of videos. Um, I've always been told that, hey, Juan, you could probably make a TV show or something like that. And I was like, I don't know, man. And I decided to go look one time on YouTube to see if anybody's making these kind of videos. And I saw Taco Stacks was one of the first channels that I saw that did this. And then also saw a lot of y'all know Tucker and Sammy. They were doing this also. They were doing more trash picking videos back in the day. Now they do more day in the life of type of videos. And I really wish they'd get back to getting more into the trash picking videos, which they have been. Here recently, they've been doing a lot more trash picking videos. So what you guys are going to see and find out is that there are nice things out here in the streets, but it's not stuff just everywhere. You'll see a lot of driving around. When it comes to the editing, there's a lot of times where you're driving for 20, 30 minutes sometimes and don't see nothing. And that's just the nature of the beast. You can't control it. You just go and you pick and you hope you find stuff. Like right now, we literally got into the neighborhood. I set the live up and we started driving. And it's only been a few minutes. And right now it looks pretty barren out here. So we're gonna do the best that we can. And Iris will videotape maybe some of the houses if she could get a good glimpse without the losing video quality.
Yeah, the houses are gorgeous in this neighborhood. It's just dark, so of course I'll show y'all what I can.
And this neighborhood's full of cul-de-sacs on a long major strip. So, like right here, there's no houses right here. You have to get into the little cutoff and get into the cul-de-sac, and then get out and go to the other little cul-de-sac, and so on and so forth. And man, you know, I've driven these neighborhoods so much that I don't need to pull the map anymore. You know, I have these neighborhoods basically memorized. So
Gladzilla's also asking if you feel that some neighbors or neighborhoods purposely put items out for pickers to pick up.
yeah, absolutely. I've seen items get put like on top of the trash can and not inside the bag. That tells you right there that they know that that item is a good item, and they wanted it to be really visible for the picker to come take it. So yeah, absolutely. I've seen that. I've also seen
Like
you know,
notes saying
free
that
signs. Like there's something on top of that trash can, and we're gonna go see what it is. That's a good question and good timing. Gladzilla, you said?
yes.
That's a good question and good timing because right here at our first stop, um, I saw something on top of the trash can. Now it might be nothing, but it might be something. You know, just because it's something on the trash can doesn't mean that we'll be able to take it. So I'm gonna come over here, and if you want to go ahead and come off with me, babe, let's get something. What is that? Is that a garage door opener? Let's go look. Let's go look. You have the light? All right, we're
Okay,
gonna.
bear with me, everyone, because it's my first. If y'all can hear him, please let me know. Someone said no sound. Like I hit the mute button.
Um, let's do this.
We lost your sound.
Okay, it's probably because it's on Bluetooth. So we're gonna take off the Bluetooth. I bet you that's what it is. Give me. We're gonna disconnect the bud, bitch. That's what I since you went outside. No. Okay. Ask me if the sound's back.
Okay, is the sound back? We had to disconnect it from the Bluetooth, so okay,
Yeah.
they hear us.
Yeah. So that's what happened. It was connected to the Bluetooth to the truck. So when we went outside, the speakers that are inside the truck or the microphone that's inside the truck that would normally hear us was disconnected. What I was saying back there, where you couldn't hear me, was like Godzilla had asked that was a perfect example question of someone putting something out. And what happened is that motor that was sitting out on that trash can, it was probably a good motor. Maybe they left it out for a scrapper because a lot of scrappers will take those and scrap them, and they get value for them. But being that I'm not a scrapper, I don't mess with it, and I'll let somebody that's going to be coming around probably in the morning pick it up, and they can scrap it, make some money. So that was a good example. They left it on top. They didn't put it inside because they know people pick that kind of stuff up. And you could, can you see any of these houses? It's kind of dark over here.
Not really. Let's see.
Not really?
They're very pretty.
What if you put the window down? You put the window down?
There you go. Oh yeah, that's better. I like the lighting like that. Definitely shows the house better. Looks like there's not a lot out in this area, so
we're gonna go to this other little section over here, and that's how this neighborhood is built. It's a lot of little small sections. It's not like a big, you know, I grew up in a neighborhood where you had like a grid of streets, and you could go up and down, up and down, up and down all these streets. But this one here's a little different. It's little cutouts all over the place.
Jay Roberts is watching from Pearland.
Yeah, it's Jay.
What's up, Jay?
It's our neighbor Jay.
Hi from Smithfield, Pennsylvania.
All right.
1L Michelle.
All right. So I'm hoping we get some action. It's just, you never know with these neighborhoods. Sometimes I got to drive around for a while before I pick something up or find something that's worth, digging through.
Hey, Travis. Travis is on.
Oh, okay. Travis with see, look at that. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Now that's, someone had looks like they had a, like a little cabinet they tore it apart.
Yeah.
Okay. Something over there. Someone drive down this little cul-de-sac over here.
Nancy, yes, I'm his wife, Iris. I'm his lighting and camera person for the day, so we're not going to be dropping any cameras in the street. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a few people tell me that not to forget my camera this time. Y'all are funny. All right.
Okay.
That's what's up right there, huh?
Where?
Yeah, it looks like another, maybe like they tore down like it looks like some cabinets or something, or some shelves that they cut up, but it's in pieces now. It's a good sign. It lets you know that these people are throwing stuff out. And I've got this theory that, if like nobody's throwing things away, it seems like nobody in the neighborhood wants to throw anything away. But when you start getting one or two places that throw stuff out, like it almost reminds the homeowners over here, hey, by the way, you might have that large item you want to get rid of, and you start throwing stuff out.
Patty says she hopes you find another GoPro.
Yeah, that'd be great. I've actually found a couple GoPros, but they were, old models. I found, I think, like a GoPro Hero 2, and I think a 3 or 4, one of the two. But I found GoPros in that, and they work. They work, so that was pretty cool. Once upon a time, I thought I'd keep those GoPros as backups, but man, they're so old, the quality's so poor. I would much rather just record with my phone than record with a GoPro Hero 2. So yeah, we're gonna do a live video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you find some stuff to dig through. Like I said, if you have any questions, ask away. Iris will answer or ask me the questions, and if she can answer, she'll answer it. Otherwise, I'll answer it.
Let's Get Stacks is asking, because they want to get into this also, what's the best GoPro to use to record yourself?
Well, they've had a lot of issues with sound with the 5s and 6s, and I'm not sure about the 7s. The reason I had a 5, and the reason I got rid of it is because of the mic issues. They're having a lot of issues with that one. So for the last year or so, I've been using the GoPro 8, and I really liked it a lot. The 9 is also available, but to me the 9 is a little bit bigger. It's got the forward-facing display also, and to me those are things that I don't need. I don't want to pay $100 more to have the screen on the front part. And from what I've seen on other videos, the quality is not that much different. Plus, I have, look at that. Was that a little lawnmower? Mm-hmm. We might pick up that lawnmower here in a minute. And there's stuff right here too, so we'll check that out. I hate when people park real close like this.
Which one did you have that broke at your yard sale?
An 8.
He had an 8.
The GoPro Hero 8. And to be honest with you, like I said, the 9 is available, and it's, a good one as well, but I don't know if I'll be picking up the 9. I don't know if I want to be getting a 9.
Hey, Lori. Lori's watching from Colorado.
All right.
Okay, so we're getting out.
I think I want to go look at this lawnmower real quick. So yeah, let's get out.
Okay.
I'll wait for you to get settled up.
Let me know if y'all can't hear me for some reason again.
So that tells you right there that this is no good. With these engines, come over here, you don't really want them for the motor to be seized up like that, because people don't want to buy them. There's a big issue with the crank. The shaft can be bent, the motor can be seized up, and they don't want them. You want them to be able to pull, and it turns pretty easily, because a lot of times if it's that, it's usually going to be a carburetor job. So we're going to leave that alone. Let's scrap it.
Let me get my steps in today.
All right, let's get on to the next one.
Okay, back in the truck. He said the trash bags felt like they were just boxes, so nothing worth opening.
See, so a lot of times when I'm driving around, I won't show you guys all of that, because I want to get to the meat of the pick. I want to get to where you guys are seeing the good stuff, where you guys are seeing the goods. Me testing out the lawnmower, if it doesn't work, I'm not even going to record it, so you guys won't ever see that. But like I said in the video, or like I said a little bit earlier, once it sees up like that, for me it's not worth picking up, because people don't want to mess with them, and to sell them would be really hard. They'd want it for free. Yeah, so get back to that other question. The Hero 8s probably would be the one I'd go with. I wouldn't get nothing older, because you can get, I saw on Mercari and on eBay a great bundles for like a pre-owned one, and I've seen some that have like the camera, the media mod, which is basically going to be a case that goes around the camera that allows you to hook up a light, which is what I use. Let me show them the light. See, this is the kind of light that I use, and this would actually go right on top of my camera, and it slides right in, and it stays together like that. That way it gives you the best lighting. That's why my videos have been better lately, because I've had this type of light with my camera. And what I like about it also is that the mod, the little jacket that goes around the camera, has an external mic, which focuses, the microphone to, forward, instead of just being out. And I really don't want a 360-degree sound coming through the camera, because then it can pick you up breathing. It can pick up all sorts of stuff all around you. I'd rather it just pick up, forward facing where the camera's looking. So I would get the GoPro 8. I'd get the media mod that goes around it, and get you a good light. Lighting is important, man. You can't go cheap on the lighting, because if the light looks cheap, your videos are going to look cheap. And get, if you can afford it. I didn't start off with that. When I first started off, I had the GoPro Hero 5. I had rigged up a cheap spotlight, and man, I was roughing it out for a little bit, trying to get these videos up. But I invested the money into the right equipment, and to me it's paid off.
How often do you go picking? Cheryl is asking.
Cheryl, I try to go with my work schedule. If y'all don't know, I have a regular work job. I have a regular job where I work 12 hours. I work rotating shifts. I work nights. I work days. Every other week, rotating, and it's a pretty demanding job as far as schedule is concerned. So I go when I can, really. It's usually once a week, maybe once every other week. Sometimes I get lucky and I can do 2 in a week, but it's usually once every week to once every other week, somewhere in that range.
So we have to give a shout out to viewers in Scotland, Viv and Tony.
Hey, Viv and Tony, thank you for watching from Scotland. That's so awesome. You guys for watching from way out there. That's the coolest thing about YouTube, is that you get some people from all over the world. Scotland, I get a lot of people from the Philippines. I gotta show a lot of love to the people in the Philippines, man, because you guys watch a lot. I would say obviously the United States is my highest you know, viewership as far as where people come from. I want to say the Philippines and Australia right there between second and third. So people from Australia, thank you so much. We love you. I don't know what it is about Australians, but I'm telling you right now, people from Texas, they love Australians. I don't know if it's because we have the same type of culture. You know, I'm not sure, but when people say they're from Australia, it's like they click and they bond with Texans right away. And like I said, the Philippines are right there with it. But yeah, thank you from Scotland. That's awesome.
Jane, Jane from England.
Jane from England.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you so much, Jane, for watching. From all over the world, man. You guys, like I said, you guys are awesome. I never thought I'd have people from really all over the world, you know, watching a video that I make of me digging through trash, you know, which is actually really cool.
Yeah, and I think they can appreciate it so much more than that, you know. There's a lot to it.
Yeah. See that? You want to show them that printer? See, there's another example of something sitting there. It's a printer. Someone put it on top. It might be good. I don't pick up printers because a lot of times the ink itself costs as much as it costs to just replace the whole printer. So I usually don't mess with those. Someone might be able to pick it up to recycle it, or maybe they need a part off of it. So these people, you know, they set it on top of the trash can, so they know what they're doing.
Thank you, Mr. J, for the donation.
Mr. J, oh, this is Mr. Aaron Johnson.
He's
I don't know if I'm
always...
gonna say, yeah, Mr. J. Thank you so much, Mr. J.
He always shows up.
Yeah, he does. My brother from another mother right there. Sometimes when I'm talking or listening to the radio and I'm driving, I get a little turned around, so I had to get my bearings back. I know where I'm at now, but I was like, where am I going? look at this.
This one's very pretty.
Yeah. So far, we've seen a couple things out there. Nothing that's worth a while for me to pick up. But we're going to keep at it. It kind of gives you guys a perspective of, you know, I don't drive for 45 minutes like my videos, you know, are, and just find all this stuff. You know, it takes a lot of time sometimes. And sometimes you'll see a house and then another house and another house, and you think you'd have a great night and you don't see anything else for the rest of the night.
Jeff is asking, to what organization do you donate clothes and stuff to?
There's a great organization that's by our house. It's called Forgotten Angels. They have a center that's literally about half a mile from my house, where they house people with mental health issues. And
okay, I think I'm back.
Yeah,
go ahead.
And it's basically people with mental retardation who are adults now, and either the parents might have passed away or they don't have anybody to watch over them. So Forgotten Angels takes these people in and they house them. They have, you know, activities that they do with them. They try to train them to do different, gardening, or to do arts and crafts. And training is probably not the best word to use, but you know, they educate these people, and they keep their minds going so they don't just sit, you know, and in a room with four walls and not do anything. You know, they keep them active. So they have a thrift store that's about 2 miles from my house, where everything that they sell there goes to help, you know, facilitate and staff, you know, their center. They also have a little coffee shop. You know, they sell baked goods and stuff like that. That's, you know, connected to the thrift shop. So Forgotten Angels is the place that I go to. It's my number one go-to. If I can't go there, there's also a place called the Shepherd's Nook. It's also a nonprofit that goes to help out families in need. The money goes to the little thrift store, and the thrift store is actually sponsored by or ran by a local church in the area. I forget which church it is, but Shepherd's Nook is second. And if for whatever reason, sometimes I have a lot of stuff and I gotta get rid of it, and you know, it could be on a Sunday where both places are closed and it's gonna rain and I gotta get rid of it, so then I'll go drop it off at Goodwill. Not my favorite place because Goodwill is known for charging a lot of money for the stuff that they sell, especially considering that they get every single thing for free. But you know, sometimes I have no other choice but to hurry up and take it there before all the stuff gets rained on. Still no action, man.
As y'all can tell, it can get kind of dizzy in the truck with a lot of turns and bumps, but
especially if you're looking at it through the camera.
Yeah. But it's exciting.
Just kind of hold the house at these houses.
Amy's asking how you got the footage off that camera that fell off the truck.
All right. Okay, so after I went to Forgotten Angels, and as you saw when I drove away, I was on my way to my mom's house to drop off the tables that she had let me borrow. Make sure this guy slows down. So, about halfway to my mom's, I realized, oh my gosh, I don't have my camera on me. It's not here in the truck. And then the light went off in my head that, oh my goodness, I left the camera on the back of the truck. And I was already about more than halfway to my mom's house. So I went to drop off the tables. I went back. As I was going back, I was looking in the road because I didn't know where it fell off. And I ended up seeing it right there in the middle of the highway. That street it's called, it's a Highway 518. It's a busy road. And that sucker got run over by at least 6 or 7 cars going about 50 miles an hour. So when I saw it laying there, I parked the truck, I ran into the road, made sure there obviously wasn't, you know, any traffic coming at that point, and I picked up the camera and I took it home. If you don't follow me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. It's the same name, Texan Picker. I recorded myself with that camera, and even though it's all shattered and broken up and into pieces, that camera still records, and the quality of the camera still looks pretty decent. I put a video on TikTok of me recording myself with my phone, with my camera, so you can see, look, this camera still works. It still works. It's crazy that it still works. It's not usable because it's, like I said, the glass screen in the back is shattered. The lens on front is completely shattered, and I can't use it. I don't feel safe, you know, using it. So I was able to still download all the media from the camera to my iPad. So that's how I got it. I just went back and found it, and I was amazed. I was more concerned that I lost all that media versus oh, we got something here. That I lost all that media versus watch the cars, babe, getting out, okay?
Okay.
And you probably don't need a light because it's light on the truck right here.
Okay.
People yell at me all the time. I don't do TV. I've done them in the past, and I pick them up, and I can't ever sell them. I end up getting worth $5, and they take too much room, and I'm worried about the last place. But we've got a little ion amplifier. It's also a radio, so we'll check out and see if it works. And then we're gonna check it out. Never mind, nothing. We're gonna take this guy home.
Someone said it looks good to take it.
What, the TV?
Oh no, what you just got.
Oh yeah. No, I don't like doing TVs. Yeah, I did take that little speaker. It's like a speaker amplifier.
Cheryl asked, what happens when you get caught?
Most of the times they offer me more stuff. That's just a quick and simple answer. A lot of people come out, they see me. Here's the thing. If you see someone out there, and if you're scared, you're not going to interact with them. Most of the time, you're going to just go inside. You might flash your lights, or you might even call the cops. Who knows? But if you're not scared and you have something else that you might want to give them, you're going to go up there and say, hey, you know, I've got this other stuff. So when I get caught, it's usually because they came up to me because they have more stuff to give me. And that happens quite often. If you've seen my videos over the past few years, I would say I've had about 6 or 7 times where, you know, the homeowner came outside and offered me more stuff. One time.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, one time a guy told me to leave, or he didn't ask me to leave. I asked him if he wanted me to leave because he came out and made a smart comment about, you know, if they wanted the bags ripped open, they would have ripped them open themselves, which I wasn't ripping them open, I was untying them. So I politely asked him, if you want me to leave, I'll leave. And he said yes, because the dogs were keeping them up. And he didn't leave, and he didn't even live there. It was the neighbor across the street and a couple houses over.
JJF is asking how the competition is for trash picking.
Man, it's high. There's a lot of people that come out here, which is one of the reasons I'd like to come at night. It's kind of hard to time it, man, because you don't want to get out here too early to try to beat the rest of the competition as far as in the evening is concerned, because you might miss people putting stuff out. And then you don't want to get out here too late to where you missed, you know, and you got beaten by the other competition. So you got a lot of people that come mostly in the morning. In the morning, you'll see, I promise you'll see about at least 3 or 4 other people out here scrapping and picking when you come in the mornings. And at night, you might see 1 other person, maybe 2 other people. But I've come to find out that when you come at night, it really doesn't matter, because people aren't putting the trash out all at the same time. You know, I could drive right now, and the house that I just passed up, you know, 5 houses down, they could be putting something out right now, and I just happen to miss it. So, and the best finds that I've ever found was picking through something that somebody else has picked through. I've gone through bags that someone else had ripped the bag open, and I found a diamond necklace, I found money, I found those fake Louis Vuitton bags, and people had already gone through those bags. So I don't know what they didn't see, or what, maybe they don't know what they're looking for. Maybe they're looking for something completely different, but I know that I've found trash and good stuff, you know, where other people have already passed it up. Look at this, guys. Let's go real quick to check it out. It doesn't look like it's a lot. It looks like there's stuff, but we're gonna go check this out.
Oh,
$40.
that's funny.
I've never seen that before.
It's a first. I mean, but if you don't put $40,
if nobody takes it,
it'll be gone in the
what
trash.
if someone will just throw it away? It's all ripped open. Okay. Well, I saw the sign. I want to see what they said, but it looks like it's in good condition. But they want $40 for it. So that's a first for me. And to be honest with you, I don't know if they're gonna come back out in the morning and take it in before the trash comes by. Because unless the trash will just leave it behind, I don't know. Someone was sitting at the window too. I saw them looking outside. So where else are you guys watching from? Y'all leave a comment. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Because that's like, to me, it's real cool to see, you know, where around the world, around the United States or wherever.
Pauline's asking if I like to keep stuff when you bring it home. Sometimes I do, especially when you first got started. It was like a surprise in the morning. Some of the decorations people would throw out, I mean, they're pretty, you know, so I would definitely look at it all first and take my pick of what I wanted, and then, you know, he could do whatever he wants with the rest of it. But not so much anymore, because, you know, we have a lot of stuff at home, but I still like to look at the neat things. Like, some of the stuff is just neat, you know. We have Kelly from Tyler,
Texas.
I have family in Pittsburgh, Texas, so that's not that far from you. Many people haven't heard of Pittsburgh, Texas, and they always think I'm talking about Pennsylvania. We have Rhode Island, Canada, Galesburg, Illinois.
You know, I get a lot of people from Canada too, and a lot of people overseas. I think they like watching my videos so much, because I think, for one, they're not allowed to do this over there. I want to say that some of these people that are overseas, like in England and where else had they told me that it's illegal? Was it Sweden? That it was illegal to go through this stuff, and you would get fined if they found you taking stuff out of the trash.
Cheryl, she asked if this is my first time picking with you. I used to pick with him, it's been a while, more often, but honestly, I'm an early bird and like to get my 8 hours plus of sleep every night. So getting up early, taking our daughter to school, I definitely can't stay out all night. Like, you know, he's built a little different and he can, so, but he's taking our daughter to school in the morning, so I'm here for the ride today. We kind of traded.
Let's see. Looks like it's kind of slim pickings tonight. How many people do we have watching, does it say?
310.
Wow, that's pretty good. Look at that, that's kind of nice. See that gas grill? Man, I'm telling you guys.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's another thing I won't pick up, because you see a lot of them everywhere, and scrappers like to pick those up. But man, yeah, people can survive for sure without having to, you know, make a lot of money by doing this. You can not only go out and sell this stuff, but I've picked up gas grills and a lot of stuff that I've kept for myself. And I'm like, why buy one if you could find one in the trash? You know, I found some really high-end sofas that I wasn't able to take home just because I don't have room to keep stuff like that. But man, you know, nice high-end leather couches. I got that recliner at the house right now that someone gave me. You could make it doing this. And if you have a truck, great. But if you don't, you can still do it. I mean, some of the best stuff that I found, like rings and money, I didn't need a truck for it. I just needed to get out there and find it. Let's see, boxes. No, just a bunch of boxes.
Kelly's wants to make sure you're not cutting cords anymore.
No, we're not doing that. It was something I wanted to try, and you know, I do this, put these videos out for you guys, my viewers, obviously. So, you know, I gotta do my part to keep y'all happy. So, even though I could do it, I guess, if I wanted to, the cords that I cut before, I still haven't even turned them in. You know, I might give them to Chris, because I know Chris does scrapping. He does a little more scrapping than I do. He'll go and pick up stuff up and take it straight to the scrap yard.
Mr. J says he's looking for a new grill if you come across one.
Well, I saw that one for 40 bucks laying on the road. Shit, we got that one at the house we just gave him. Remember the one that we got when we went to Colleen?
In the backyard?
It's in the garage.
Oh yeah, get it out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, for his brother.
That's fine.
Yeah, it works for us. Just get in touch with him.
It's not a big grill. It's probably like maybe 22 square inches inside, maybe 28.
Let's Get Stacks is asking, what's the best older minivan they should get?
I really think if you get a minivan, it wouldn't matter. You probably want one that the doors slide open. If you're gonna get a minivan that we can fit larger things in, versus Maybe I'll let you get it on the other side. I don't know. That's kind of a preference kind of thing.
Something roomy.
Yeah, something roomy. And if you do get a minivan, I'm taking out all the seats except for the front two. Especially if it's going to be your work van. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be driving around with seats, and I'll take them out and just, you know, use it as your work van and have only the front two seats available.
Donna says she's happy I'm riding with you because she just never heard you talk so much.
Well, you know what, guys? I don't talk a lot of my videos because most of my videos are just while I'm there picking, and I'm doing stuff. And it's kind of like, I don't know what to talk about unless you guys are there with, like, if you guys are here with me, you're asking me questions, you know, you're probing the conversation. You know, you guys are making it happen, really. You wanna see that lamp? See if you wanna get it?
So now he's putting me to work. I'm gonna get this lamp. Y'all can go with me.
Put it back.
Okay. What do y'all think? Should I get the lamp? It's kind of tiny, but I'll get it because he told me to, so.
Here, use it. I'll put it that way. That's a cute little lamp. So, something like this, I mean, I don't know, I might get $5 for it. If not, I'll just take it to Forgotten Angels and they can sell it.
Yeah, some little girl's room. I did see a roach near that ditch. So that's the last lamp I'm getting. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you see them out here.
I'm just kidding.
Let's see. You got a pillow. Looks like someone got a new roof, a lot of old shingles. You good?
Yeah. Pauline says you sing Tennessee whiskey real good.
Oh, thank you, Pauline.
Kathy, thank you for the donation.
Who's in the donation? Kathy?
Kathy Lombard.
Kathy, thank you so much.
It's a contribution for your new camera, and I hope and she enjoys your channel.
Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't like to ever, you know, and to each their own, you know, different YouTubers like to do this, but I don't ever like to ask for money. I figured you guys are doing enough just by watching my videos. YouTube pays me, and YouTube pays me because you guys watch my videos. So man, that's contribution enough, but trust me, from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate that donation.
Jay says, this is like watching a fishing show, waiting for that big catch.
Man, I know, Jay.
Jay, put something out, we'll swing by.
There you go. I'll get back to you when you get back. Like, yeah, that's the last thing I need is for people to start thinking that I'm staging finds. Actually, you know what? I actually had
Look at that house.
someone. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful, isn't it? I've actually had people tell me that, or comment on my videos that this stuff's all staged and that, you know, it's fake. And it makes me laugh because it's like they have no idea. That's someone that's so close-minded and lives in their own little bubble. It's like they don't realize that some of these people, it's like us. For us to throw away something that might be worth 50 cents or $1, it's like whatever, you know, it's nothing. Some of these people that they have these humongous houses and, you know, they're well off. For them to throw something away that's $100, it's like whatever, you know, they'll go buy a new one. There's nothing to them.
Scott's asking if you ever find iPhones and newer lawnmowers in the trash.
I find iPhones, I find Android phones, I find iPods, iPod Nanos, the original. I have an original iPhone from when they first came out at home. I've got a bunch of Android phones, Samsung phones at home that I need to put like on eBay and just lot them all together and sell them. Lawnmowers, I find good ones. Sometimes, like I said, all they need is a carburetor job, and I don't work on the carburetors. I'll usually give them to my dad, and he'll do the work, and I'll sell it and give him half the money. Don't have time to do it really. I mean, I barely have time to make these videos and to edit them and get them up there. So, you know, it's only maybe 30 minutes to an hour, but man, it's just in the 30 minutes an hour, I could be doing something else. But yes, I do find newer, really good lawnmowers, you know. Matter of fact, one of the coolest stories I could tell you, I was out picking closer to my neighborhood, and this guy had this really nice garage, like a shelf, and he was out there washing his truck. It was probably like around 9 o'clock at night. He was washing his truck because he said it was too hot for him to do it in the middle of the day. And I sat there and talked to him for a little bit, and he asked if I wanted a lawnmower and a weed eater. And at first I was hesitant to take it because I was like, man, I don't pick up a lot of that stuff. And then he goes and tells me that the lawnmower and the weed eater are like almost new. He bought them like the season before, and thinking that he was gonna be cutting his grass, and he was an older guy, and it was just too hot for him to be out there cutting grass. So he wanted to know if I wanted it, and it was I want to say it was a Husqvarna. We're gonna pick that up here in a minute.
It's kind of dark, but
okay,
we'll come back around.
It was a Husqvarna lawnmower and an Echo weed eater, both in good working condition, so I was glad to take them.
I love that house.
Look at that. See, they got a bunch of clothes, so we're probably gonna just take these clothes and go, as long as it's not real dirty.
Yeah. I don't think I need the light, so I'm gonna leave it.
What brand is that, babe? Tory Burch?
Yeah.
It's Tory Burch.
It's a good brand.
Nice shoes. Clothes. So we'll get the clothes and the shoes, and we'll see if we can donate these.
Yeah, clothes, shoes, great donations because they look like they're good brands.
All right, that's pretty good. Right off the top, I saw those Tory Burch sandals. That's good. That's a good brand. So hopefully there's some other really good brand shoes there too. We're about to stop with the next one.
Okay.
As you guys might have seen it, I don't know if you saw it or not, but there was also a, what's it called? A car seat. And man, people have wised up to these car seats, and as they should, you know, some of these car seats they've got, well, all these car seats, they've got expiration dates on them. So I don't like to pick them up because they might be expired, and I don't want to sell an expired piece of equipment to anybody. So we got this coffee table.
It looks good.
It looks decent. They'll have to. It's wood. Oh yeah, it's wood. That's heavy.
It's heavy.
So they'll have to refinish it, but it's slate shot. So we'll take that down. We'll hold
Okay, I'll hold that.
Let's hold it. No, nothing. All right.
This trailer has come in handy.
Yeah.
Amy says nice score. You take the light.
Cool. I'll take the light.
Yeah. Okay. All right, hopping back in.
So see, just like that, I'm almost done with this neighborhood, really. This is a smaller neighborhood. It's big as far as layout, but it's not a lot of streets. Like I said, it's a lot of cul-de-sacs, and we're almost done here.
Lynn asked, what's the most expensive thing you've found in the trash?
Ooh, man. The first thing I think of is I found a perfectly working tanning bed. And I actually have that on video. Yeah, it's an old video. And I was horrible at making thumbnails, and you can't even tell it's a tanning bed. But I did find a tanning bed, and I made $600 off that in 4 days after I found it. I also found a really nice patio set that I think I sold it for like, how much, babe?
Like $250?
$250?
I think so.
No, that round one. Remember that round one?
The one we reupholstered?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was like $500. It was very pretty.
Yeah.
We did put some money once into this real pretty patio, like a circle chair. It looks like really nice by a pool. We put a couple $100s into it, and when we sold it, we profited probably $300.
Yeah.
But it was so worth it. I mean, really bringing life to something that pretty was pretty cool to see. So, pretty nice flip.
So sad. Let's see, where am I at?
Hey Jerry, I saw you said hi earlier, so hope all is well.
What's up, Jerry? Thanks for watching. Let's see. What's this over here? Can you see what that is? Oh, it looks like it's just pieces of metal. So
Artie is asking, because they noticed a while back that you had a gun in the truck. Is it dangerous trash picking?
Not to say that it's dangerous, because most of these people really are asleep. You know, it's like right now it's 9:47 at night. I got a little bit later start than I normally do, because this was kind of like, this is really a last minute decision. We didn't plan on doing this. We're sitting around at home with the kids, kind of just relaxing. My son's in town. He went to go hang out with some of his buddies from high school. My daughter was getting ready to go to, get ready for bed for school. So I said, let's go drive around for a little bit. My father-in-law's at home, and we'll just go ahead and just take a quick drive. What was the question? Oh, the gun. So no, this most people are usually asleep by the time I'm into the night, so I'm not worried about people coming out. But you never know. You never know. If I'm stopped at a gas station to get some gas, or if I pulled over to maybe stretch out a little bit, just from being sitting down so long. I don't want to be caught off guard. I'd rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it, as the saying goes. Especially here in Texas, I'm licensed to carry, so.
Cindy's asking, what is the most embarrassing item you found? I love that story with your mom.
And you love that story?
Yeah, because
okay,
the massagers.
Yeah. Look. You think the clock works?
I don't know. It's pretty.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just get it real quick.
Okay. There's a square clock down there. He's just going to go grab. It looks good from here. He's listening to it. It's just pretty anyway. Thank you, Kathy. You're sweet. What?
And it's sticking, so it works.
Nice.
Nice wood frame with metal little corners.
That is pretty. So something like that I would think about keeping.
Already?
I mean, you can go to the store, and how much do y'all think at the store that would cost? What do y'all's guess?
What'd you ask them?
How much they think that would cost at the store?
Oh yeah, instead of buying it, you find it out here?
Yeah.
Okay, so the most embarrassing thing. I wasn't really embarrassed about it, but what happened was kind of funny and embarrassing. Let's see where I'm at. Okay. I'd gone trash picking the night before. I had a garage sale. and in one of the bags there was a bunch of vibrators. And these are, I mean, these weren't like the cheesy, you know, looked like a penis vibrator. There were like the discreet ones, you know what I mean? That were in the nice black velvet box, and you know, pink ribbon. You know, there were the fancy vibrators, I guess you could call them. Well, I knew what they were, and I left them in the trash bag, and I was going to throw them out with the trash. But my mom was helping me set up for the garage sale, and she didn't know what they were. So as I'm setting up, she's over there taking out all these dildos and putting them out on the table. And I'm like, oh my God, Mom, what are you doing? And she's like, well, I'm putting, what are they? Are these like massagers? I'm like, yes, Mom, they're massagers, but they don't work. We need to throw them away. And I was like, oh my gosh, man. She had all these dildos all over the table, you know, at my garage sale. Luckily, it was early in the morning enough to where people hadn't really showed up yet. Otherwise, who knows, man? Someone might have picked them up and asked if they're for sale. Then that would have really just upped the embarrassing story. I'm not really embarrassed by it per se, but it's kind of an embarrassing story because, you know, it's your mom, you know, finding, you know, these vibrators and sticking them out at your garage. So it's kind of awkward.
Oh, she says hi and she loves us.
Who?
Your mom.
My mom's watching?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, love you.
Awesome. Kilgore, Texas. You're close to my family in Pittsburgh.
Man.
For those of you that know where Pittsburgh, Texas is, and it's a close enough drive, my aunt has a winery called Zepeda's Vineyard and Winery. Definitely stop by. They have muscadine grapes, which is different, so you either love it or hate it, but definitely worth the visit.
Even if you don't care for muscadine grapes, they do make some wines that you could barely taste the muscadine grape because they blend it with other ones.
Yeah, like blueberries.
And the blueberries, oh my gosh, and they're really, really good wines. Plus the view there, man, it's such a beautiful, it's a really nice vineyard. They put a lot of money into it and making it look nice. What is that? Oh man, it's just cardboard.
This house is pretty. It's kind of dark, but it's big. Yes, Kelly says that stuff is a bomb. They have their U-pick, you know, because the grapes are about ready to be picked Labor Day weekend, so it's about that time.
And for guys who don't know, the U-pick means that you just go up there and you could take your family on an outing and go pick muscadine grapes, and you know they charge a fee for like per pound. It's not crazy. It's really small, but you could take as many as you want. We just passed it. What are you looking at over there? These houses?
Yeah, the houses. I like them when they're lit up. They're
Oh
so
yeah,
pretty.
the lights on. Yeah, they look really nice.
So being a realtor, I just kind of pay more attention to the houses than what he's paying attention to.
Yeah, she'll start pulling in her camera somewhere, and I think she sees something. She just sees a nice house.
Yeah, I'd love to sell that one.
So how much are these houses worth over here, babe?
Honestly, I haven't paid attention. I don't know where we're at. Did I already say hi to Rodney? Rodney's watching.
What's up, Rod? Big Rod?
Rodney from church.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Big Rod. Rodney's a good guy, fantastic musician. I mean, the bomb musician. And he's actually got a YouTube channel himself. I don't know what it's called, but I know I do subscribe to him.
He's asking, what is the one thing you wouldn't pick that most people would think is worth the pick?
TVs, man. A lot of people tell me to take TVs. They think, not that they think, but if you're able to disassemble the TVs and maybe sell certain components of it, a lot of people do what's called e-scrapping, which is electronic scrapping, and they take stuff out of components out of different electronics to resell them. I just don't have the time to do that. And yes, I recognize that there is money to be made in that stuff. Even as far as remote controls, some remote controls go for a lot of money online. But that kind of stuff, I won't pick it up. and I get people yelling all the time, you need to take that TV, I saw them for this and that. I'm like, well, I don't, so I don't pick them up.
It's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. Let me see. This side's usually blocked off, so I don't know.
Look at this nice little maps. Show us where we're at.
Yeah.
Amy's asking, what are some trash picking channels you watch?
I like watching, probably right now, my favorite guy to watch is Scrap and Pellet Man. He's such a nice guy. He has a great backstory. And he's such, he gives off such a good vibe, such a positive guy. And I just really like watching his channel. I also like watching Tucker and Sammy, where they have trash picking videos. They don't, like I said a little bit earlier, they seem not to be putting out as much trash picking videos as they used to in the past. But when they do put one out, I like to watch it. To me, they're a good inspiration for young people who are trying to, make something, because not only do they do trash picking, but they also do house clean outs. They have, I think Tucker's got another YouTube channel where he does other stuff. They do thrifting. I mean, these guys are highly motivated young people, and I've watched them for a few years, and I've just seen their steady growth in their channel and and in their brand. And Tucker and Sammy, to me, I love those guys. They're great kids and really inspirational to me. I like Taco Stacks sometimes. He's a really good dude, but I don't know, I can only take so much Taco Stacks. I love the guy, I really do, and I think he has good videos. But I guess it's like how some people watch my channel. There's some things I don't pick up that people think I should, and he does that a lot. I see these things and it's like, dude, you need to get that, you need to pick that up. And I find myself yelling at the screen, as I assume some of you guys yell at the screen when you're watching my videos. So I do like watching some. Also like watching Paper and Moose. Renee with Paper Moose has got a great channel. I highly recommend her because she knows a lot about antique stuff and ephemera, that's collectible paper and paper products. There's stuff that I wouldn't have picked up in the past that I do now because of her.
Demetrica is asking, what is the most cash you have ever found, or weirdest thing you have found money in?
The most amount of cash I've ever found was $140. I think that was to the T. $140. That was at one sitting. I found $100 in, I think they were the Star Note $20 bills. It was $5. Remember when I was looking through that book?
Yeah, it was in a book.
Yeah, that was in a book, and we were picking that, and I was just filming it, and I was like, check this out, and I just happened to flip through the pages, and 5 $20 bill Star Notes fell out of it. So I have those Star Notes put away. They might be worth more than $100, but that's the second most amount of money I've found. And I've never really found them in weird places. I found them in typical places, like stuff in the book. I found money. I found $40 inside a pair of jeans, and it was weird because, and that was another one that it was live. I was picking, and I walked on a.
Ooh, exercise equipment.
Man, I've been doing good with exercise equipment too lately. I don't know about that one though. That's like a cheap one. Let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. Where's the light? Let me see. I don't know if I should get that thing. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that one. If I don't see anything else worthwhile, maybe I might come back and get that. That's a big piece of equipment, and it's kind of a cheap brand of elliptical machine. A lot of times those ellipticals, when you start to get on them, they wobble a lot, and that's why they throw them out. If it was a higher end machine, I might have considered taking it. Here recently, I've picked up a Bowflex tread climber, and I got $260 for that, like quick. The time before that, I found an elliptical machine. I forgot what brand it was, but it was, I'm not gonna say it was gym quality, but it was close to it, and I got $300 for that guy. That guy there, I might, if it's in really good condition, might get around 50, 60 bucks, and that's if it's in good condition.
Oh, that's gonna be heavy.
Yeah, it'll be heavy.
Stephanie's asking, how much do you make off jewelry? Is it a lot or no?
Stephanie?
Yeah.
Stephanie, that depends on the jewelry, to be honest with you. Some pieces can be just like $5 to $10 a piece. Sometimes what I've been doing here lately is I've got a couple ladies who will buy direct from me, and I don't put it on any sales page, and I just sell it in bulk. And to me, it's not always about getting the most money out of some items. If I can sell it to somebody and they can make double or triple of what they got it from me, well, great. I made a little bit of money, and they can make a little bit of money, and that works out for me. My main goal is to put out, these videos and get good content out for you guys, and let YouTube pay me. So I found gold. Gold does very well, obviously, because gold prices have gone up a lot here the last, just started the last 20 years they've been going up. But I do make good money on that. Now, sometimes I'm surprised how much money I do make, because it'll be just like a handful of broken pieces and an earring and like scrap, and you'll get a couple $100 for that, and it seems like it's nothing.
Priscilla suggests that you do a video playing the guitar and singing, because she loves to hear you sing.
Well, Priscilla, I really do appreciate that. I might do a little bit of that in a video. I've been trying to, I know a lot of y'all have made comments about really liking, when I sing. So here and there, I've tried to, add little snippets, of me singing. There's been a couple of videos where I put almost a whole song, if not a whole song, in there. So if you guys haven't seen those, you got to go back and watch some of these videos, over the last few weeks, because it's definitely out there. Let me go this way and exit out the other front.
Donna, I don't sing. It's my husband and my son that have all the talent, so I leave that to the professionals and support them. But no, I don't sing. And I apologize if I'm missing some comments. It's kind of hard to focus, kind of bouncing around. And
yeah, the way she's filming, guys, she has the phone in landscape mode, so it's less amount of screen on the right side for her to read the comments. So these comments come and go real fast, versus being like on the laptop. If you're on the laptop,
yes,
you got a big screen, and you can see like all the comments, and they stay up there for a while. On your phone, they come in and they go really, really quick.
And there's, it'll show me one comment at a time. So I apologize. I'll keep doing my best, and if you need to repeat your question, feel free, and I'll hopefully see it. So
yeah, if you need it, don't be afraid to repeat your question. It's not because we don't want to answer it. It's just that it comes in for about literally like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and then it's
gone.
Then
it goes away.
Mark's asking if we drive. Oh, do you drive the Woodlands area?
Mark, I don't. I've been wanting to go to the Woodlands area because that's a really good area. I know it's a lot of really, really nice homes, but that's about an 1.5 hour drive for me just to get there.
Yes.
And for me to experiment and get down there and go on the wrong night or go on a bad night, man, that's 3 hours of just driving alone, just getting there and getting back home that I don't want to risk. Might be a good risk to take, but man, I don't know. Maybe if by some chance we go visit, up on that side of town, and maybe we stay over a couple nights, I might try it. But to drive over there all the way from South Houston area, man, that's gonna be a long drive.
Do you ever drive Sugarland area? Envy is asking.
Envy, I have gone to Sugarland before. Sugarland, and I don't know if it's like Sugarland's kind of weird in how they do their heavy trash pickups. Most areas, they do like a big area is you know, one section. Then they divide, you know, the city into sections. It seems like Sugar Land does it by neighborhood, and it's like you'll have a big community, and like this neighborhood does heavy trash one day, this neighborhood does heavy trash the next day, and so it's not worth it for me to go to Sugar Land and just hit up small little sections. I like going to areas like where I'm at now, to where like this whole hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of houses are all on the same schedule, versus just a little bunch here and a little bunch there. But Sugar Land's got beautiful homes, and I've gone there before, yes.
Smitty's asking, what else besides TVs do you pass on? You know, maybe other people think it's a good pick.
Let me think about that. I'm trying to think of what else is. Because I try not to pass on much, to be honest with you. Because if I can't use it, if I can't fix it or do something, I'll sell it. TVs, I don't know why I have this thing towards TVs. I just don't get them.
I mean, and just in general, the price of TVs has definitely plummeted.
Yeah.
For new TVs. Sean's asking, is this exclusive for you, or are you employed?
No, I am employed. This is something that I do just for fun. And if you guys want to hear the story, I'll tell you how I got started doing this. We had moved into our new house where we're living at now in 2012, June 2012. As we were moving in, a few houses down, I guess someone had got evicted or whatever, or maybe moved out. I think they got evicted because the owner of the property was putting all the stuff that was inside the house out on the driveway and then on the side of the road. And had this beautiful patio set out sitting on the driveway, and I asked the lady if, you know, introduced myself to them, hey, we just moved in. Are they getting rid of the patio set? She said, yes, you can take anything that's sitting here, you know, on the side of the road. And it was a massive pile. I wish I'd been doing YouTube videos back then. I wish I knew what I was doing back then, because I would have really, you know, gone through that stuff a lot better. I just saw patio furniture. I saw some cleaning products that we can use at the house and stuff like that, being that we just bought the house. So I just took a few things and ended up selling the patio set because it didn't fit well where we wanted it. And that money that I sold the patio set with, I used to buy a set that fit better for us. How are we doing on battery?
I don't know. You want to pull over?
Yeah.
Brenda asked how much of our house is furnished with curbside items. That's a good question.
20%.
Brenda.
Let's go ahead and put this on charge.
How much?
20%. Hold on a second. We're gonna hook up my phone to the charger real quick. I wouldn't say it's a whole bunch that we have furnished. It's little pieces of home decor, like little vases, or maybe a something like an iron piece of metal that, you know, that's wall decor.
Hey Tanya, how are you? Thrifty Treasures is on.
Oh, Tanya with Thrifty Treasures.
She's our buddy.
Yeah, she is.
We run into her a lot.
At garage sales.
Yes.
She is a garage sale queen. If you guys do not watch Tanya with Thrifty Treasures, you guys need to go to her channel and subscribe now. She is the best.
Yes, she's a breath of fresh air, and I like her videos.
Definitely.
Let's see. I know there are more questions. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit. Shelly's asking, what was the kids channel you mentioned?
Oh, Tucker and Sammy. They're not kids. I say kids, they're like early 20s. I'm 40 years old. So,
oh, yeah.
I mean, my son's going to be 21 in a couple weeks. So they're not literally kids. They're adults, but they're young adults. Tucker and Sammy. Sammie, but Tucker.
Mark is asking if you have videos on how to pick. He's new to the channel.
Mark, no, I don't. I've thought about doing that. If other people have suggested to do that, but I don't know how to make that video.
Maybe like just pointers, tips.
Yeah. You know what? Like this video so far, if you watch from the beginning, if you haven't watched from the beginning, wait for the live to be over, then rewatch it, because there are some pointers that I give out on some things, why I take certain things, why I don't take certain things. If I gave some advice, it would be don't only look for the obvious, dresser on the side of the road or that obvious lawnmower. Look for signs. Look for literal signs. Look for a for sale sign, like the house is for sale. And if you see, a lot of people use these real the heavy duty black construction style trash bags. That's where you want to look. That's where you want to feel the bag around to see what's in there. Because a lot of times, and my wife will tell you, because she's in real estate, they get stagers that come in to stage the house for sale. They say, hey, you need to get rid of this, and that. And they get a bunch of stuff and they just throw it away, because they're more focused on decluttering and getting the house sold than having a garage sale and getting rid of the stuff. So you find a lot of good stuff that way. That's where I found most of my money, and where I found almost all of the jewelry that I found. Because a lot of times, like, they'll go through like their junk drawers and just dump them out, and bingo, that's they might have missed a little diamond necklace or a little gold necklace or gold ring or something like that, and they just get rid of it.
Okay, we have a good question again. Lauren is asking, when you're out of town or on vacation, do you have the temptation to drive around to neighborhoods and pick?
Yes.
She's from Florida.
Yes, I do. I always do have the temptation to go. Do I? Not necessarily go picking, but I do love going to garage sales when I'm out and about.
And thrift stores.
And thrift stores. Especially when I go out to East Texas, because you pass through a lot of small towns who aren't going to get a lot of traffic. So if you go to these garage sales in these small towns, you might not get a lot of people who are out there reselling, and if they do, they might not be doing it as much as I do. So yeah, I like to visit these small towns when I'm out driving on a trip to go do the garage sales mainly, and the thrift stores. I don't think you've gone trash picking, huh?
No, not trash picking, but the garage sales and thrift stores are unique because they're unique in different places to us. So we do usually find different items to bring back and display or sell,
Yeah. But I have thought about doing trash picking, especially like I want to go trash picking in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. So maybe when we go down there, I might rent a van for the day just to go. Or maybe I won't even rent a van. Maybe I'll just rent a car and just show you guys what stuff is out there. Because I do want to go. We do plan on going to Vegas here in the next few months, and maybe I'll make a video out there. Not necessarily take anything unless it's something small enough for me to carry on luggage.
K Deals is asking, what's the best item you found?
Probably gold jewelry. I found a lot of gold jewelry. Here recently, in my last video, about maybe 3 weeks ago, I found a 10-karat gold ring from 1956 from the University of Pittsburgh. High value because it is obviously gold and it's vintage, but also because it's from a major University of Pittsburgh. And you can run 4 sold comps on eBay, and you'll see other major university gold class rings go for a pretty good penny. So that kind of stuff. I found a really, really nice diamond heart pendant that I ended up trading. For those who've been watching from the beginning, Iris's aunt has a vineyard and winery in East Texas, and she came across some really, really cool World War II memorabilia, and I traded her that diamond necklace for her memorabilia.
Let's Get Stacks is asking, have you ever had bad experience with cops?
Never. And I'll tell you why, guys. This personality that you guys get from me through the videos of being, a lot of people say, oh man, you seem like such a nice guy, so cool, very respectful. That's not an act, it's not a show. That's how I am. I understand that there's maybe some cops that might be, out there causing problems, but my experience being a guy who's Hispanic here in the South, in Texas, I've been pulled over a lot, and I mean, rightfully so. You know, some of these people don't know what I'm up to. They see a truck, you know, out here in this nice neighborhoods with, you know, someone digging around in their trash. They don't know what they're up to. So that might have gotten the cops called on me. And when I've gotten pulled over, I've always been very respectful to the cop. I know he's doing his job. He's not accusing me of anything. He got called, likely. So I'm respectful. Yes sir, no sir. You know, I treat him with the respect that I want him to treat me with. So it's usually just a real quick conversation. He finds out what I'm doing, and most of the time we'll sit there and talk for a few minutes after the initial, you know, getting pulled over and talk about what I'm doing. And he'll ask me questions like, man, so you do good doing this, or, you know, what kind of stuff do you find, or whatever. And it's never been a negative confrontation, like, ever. But that's because I think it's because I make it that way. I'm not. Is
that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a little disruption in the connection, I think, but we should be good. So I was in the middle of a question. Iris was asking, Iris Johnson, if there's anything he's picked up that seemed kind of shady, something kind of maybe haunted vibes.
I don't know, babe. Do you think I've brought home anything that you kind of felt weird about?
No, nothing like officially weird. I'm a chicken anyway, so if I see a scary movie, I think everything's haunted. So no, it's just all in my head, but I have thought of it in the past, honestly.
Yeah, I've thought about it. You know, I've thought, I said, man, you know, what if you brought something home that's got some negative vibes? But you know what? Obviously, you know, from my videos that, you know, I do believe in a higher power, and, you know, and Jesus Christ, you know, is the Almighty, right? No matter what weapon should be formed against you, man, it shall not prosper, because we serve a greater God. And I'm not worried about it, you know. Is there evil out there? Yeah. Is there mischievous things out there? Yeah. But you know what? We serve a better God than the devil. The devil's defeated, and that kind of stuff really doesn't worry me. So I don't really. If it could have been something that was used, you know, for negative and for witchcraft. But you know, I don't think about it, and I don't worry about it, to be honest with you.
Elizabeth, he did just order new business cards, and they came in last week sometime. They look really cool. You'll have to share them with them during a video so that they can see it.
I don't know if I have any here. Yeah.
Oh, look, he has one. Like,
see that?
Isn't that neat?
There's that. And then the back says, follow the Texan picker.
Just to put his name and info out there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because I want people to know not only that, you know, I do pick up some of this stuff, and I don't only look for free stuff, obviously, you know. Well, you may not know if you're new to the channel, but I do have an antique booth where most of the stuff that I find in the trash doesn't make it. I mean, hardly any of it makes it to the antique booth, unless it's like a really, really cool, you know, antique or a really, really cool collectible. I use the money that I sell stuff that I found trash picking to go to garage sales and estate sales, and I buy stuff there to put in my booth. So I forgot what the question was.
Tab's collection of coloring books is asking, have you ever gotten scared to pick, or has something ever scared you in the trash?
Scared me in the trash? I can't think of anything. I mean, I'm sure maybe something's maybe like jump, but I really can't think of it. If anything, I don't know if it was trash picking or what. And maybe I think my camera might have been off already. I think it was a couple weeks ago, where a June bug came out and hit me in the face. You know, and it made me do, you know, like one of those, but I think by that time my camera was already off.
Yeah, June bugs are rude.
Yeah.
They do that.
And some of y'all might not know what June bug is. There's these little animals that come out, little insects that about this big, and they're like a hard shell little flying bug that come out. They call them June bugs because usually they come out mating in June, and man, they're attracted to light. So obviously I've got this light here on my chest mount, And you know, sometimes you'll see them flying around and hitting you.
Your mom says it's time to. Raggedy Ann agreed with her. What are y'all's favorite songs, or what requests would y'all have for future videos for songs? Mr. J says they are the drunk bugs of the insect family.
Yeah, they are.
That's for sure.
Yeah, they go crashing in everything. All right, so we made it to a new neighborhood.
Yes.
There was a long stretch where we were just driving down
to get here.
So this neighborhood in the past has been hit and miss, but when it's hit, it's really, really good. So you know, there's some of these areas that you come to, it's like, man, do I want to come out here and drive around? And sometimes I won't make it out here, sometimes I will. I'm already out here on this side of town, so I'm gonna drive out here. But like I said, it's just because all it takes is one really, really good house, man, to find stuff, and it makes your night. And that happens a lot with these videos, where I could be driving around for 3-4 hours and not find anything, and then go up to one house that they're moving out and they threw everything out, and boom, that's the gold mine. And guys, I know I'm kind of all over the place with you know, trying to answer questions and, you know, and speak about what I'm seeing and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's a question that got asked that I might have been in the middle of answering, and then maybe I got distracted. So if that happens, ask it again.
Donna says "Remember When" would be a great song for you to sing.
Remember when?
I love Alan Jackson songs.
Sound a little fear.
Tennessee Whiskey seems to be your most popular one, so you can do that again sometime. I love the Tennessee Whiskey song. They like to karaoke. Juan and my son do. And Tennessee Whiskey is a must because everybody's always in the mood to hear that song at any time.
Yeah, Tennessee Whiskey is not an easy song to sing here, man. I like singing it, but sometimes I'm worried that I'm just gonna screw it up. To be honest with you. Oh, I swear, every time I go sing that in karaoke, I feel nervous to sing it. Let's see. This neighborhood here is a series of cul-de-sacs too, so it's a lot of in and out over the same little street, in and out, in and out, in and out.
Marilyn, we do have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. My son's in the Army. My daughter's high school age. She's in band. Me and my husband, fun fact, met in band in high school. If y'all want to guess, do they know what instrument you played by chance?
Some of them do.
If you want to guess what instruments we played, I'd like to see what y'all think.
Yeah, she was in band.
Mr. J, you can't answer.
Yeah, Mr. J, you can answer. Don't be a cheater.
Or Rodney.
Or Mom.
Or Mom.
I'll give you a hint for those who don't know. I officially play 3 different instruments. So one of them would be used in the band, and the other 2 are not necessarily in a marching band, but, you know, are instruments.
Thank you, Marilyn, for thanking him for his service. We were in a high school band. We were in the high school band, and that's where we met. And our closest friends to this day are also former band friends.
Oh man, this car over here is killing me, man.
Okay, so we have a tight turn.
I have to back up.
No, he did not play flute. I can guarantee you that. Okay. Y'all can see his backing up skills because we're in our tight little corner cul-de-sac. Oh, Janet, Mount Pleasant is there near Pittsburgh. Can you see good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need to be upstairs there. I'm good now.
Lulu, I was in percussion, so I did play the mark bass drum. It was the smallest because I'm not a tall person, but I was in percussion, and my husband was a saxophone player, so if y'all guessed it.
Mr. J also played the saxophone.
Yes, Mr. J played saxophone. Those were the 2 best instruments in our band. Percussion, number 1, and a close second is the saxophone.
Yeah.
Okay. A few of them did know you played saxophone.
Mm-hmm. I also play guitar, and I also play the piano.
Yes.
And a lot of y'all know I play the guitar because I messed around on the guitar a couple times. That was the first time I actually sang, was because I picked the guitar and I was testing it out and I sang a song on it.
You're on the road and someone is saying don't run stop signs.
Oh. Well, yeah. It's late at night.
I tell him that all the time.
I think stop signs are no longer valid after 10 o'clock.
They're optional after.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you see without this?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah. Okay, because it's kind of hard for me to see down that way. Oh, what do you have over here? I'm gonna get my flashlight out. Don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna see if I can.
Claudette loves playing the spoons.
The spoons?
I bet that's entertaining.
That's an old country folk type of instrument.
Can y'all see him okay? We just turned off a light inside, just because it was a little distracting.
Turn it on.
Hold on. Thank you, Shelly, for the donation. Appreciated.
Thank you, Shelly. I'm telling you guys are awesome.
She appreciates your prayers.
Oh man, it's nothing. It's nothing. You know, I firmly believe that if God places something on your heart to do something, it's for a reason, and you should do it. And at church a few weeks back, our pastor was talking about praying for the message for the series that he was doing that month was praying for the one. He wanted everyone in the congregation to have one person that God really put it in my heart to say, you know what, you've got more than one. You've got, you know, and I felt a calling to say, you know what, you need to pray for these thousands that watch your videos. It's because it's amazing to me, thousands, to say that number, that watch your videos every day. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to ignore that calling, and yes, I am going to say a prayer for the people, you know, not only because it pleases God, but I've come to find out that a lot of y'all have taken it to heart. And if it means something to you when I pray and you feel it and it touches your heart, man, that's like so gratifying to me. Not to sound selfish, but I love to hear that it meant something to them, that it touched them, and that maybe, like I always say, it made them want to, you know, get to know God better. So that's why I say those prayers. And so if you like it and you appreciate it, it's my honor really to do it for you.
Demetrika is asking, do they have heavy trash days designated in the neighborhood you go to?
Yes. That's the days that I try to go to only. I can go on regular trash days, but you're gonna see that I've gone before when it's not heavy trash day, and I don't go. The city of Houston itself has a heavy trash day once a month, and the city of Houston gets hit hard on heavy trash day, man, by these pickers, because they have it once a month. 1 month it's heavy debris like branches and stuff like that, and people who cut down trees. And then the second month is actually heavy haul. So it's every other month really that they have heavy trash pickup. So I don't even go to Houston because, man, there's people all over the place in Houston that do that. The neighborhoods and the cities that I go to, they have trash pickup twice a week. One day is recycling and heavy trash pickup, usually, and then the other day is like regular trash and like tree trimmings and stuff like that. So that's how they separate it usually. Sometimes recycling's on the opposite day, but it's usually one day out of the week that they have heavy trash pickup, which is why I'm able to do this often.
Jerry remembered that used to have to bribe me to come with you by buying me ice cream.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get ice cream.
Uh-oh. But you did get ice cream earlier today.
Well, earlier today, but this is now later today, so.
Oh, well, you got
Thank
ice
you, Jerry. I might get find out who's open, get ice cream on the way home.
cream. Oh man.
Kay's asking if you sold that recliner in the garage sale.
No, I didn't. At first, I was trying to find someone that I can give it away to who was in need. That was my goal when I picked up that recliner. I was talking to Iris that next day, and I said, man, I really want to bless somebody with this recliner, because I know there's a lot of people who need it, who might, not just someone who wants it just to have a recliner, but someone who really needs it for medical to each other. It's something, get so. I don't know.
Kay is asking. She said she's interested. Are you local or are you in the Houston area? Kay Deals is asking, what about the meat grinder? Did you end up selling it?
That did sell. Yes.
She's in Spring. So maybe if you want to shoot an email, what's a good email address to communicate?
jcayala99@gmail.com. Yeah, I can't type it up there right now because I'm driving. I don't think she could. I don't know if you could do it on my email through the phone. But
yeah,
jcayala99@gmail.com. If you go to any of my older videos, you should be able to go. Or if you go to my website, if you guys don't know, I do have a website up now. It's not a lot going on in there, but I just wanted to create it that way nobody else would own it, and I own it. But it's texanpicker.com, and you can message me through there. That'll make it easier. Just go to texanpicker.com, scroll down to contact us, and you can send me an email right there, and it'll go straight to my Gmail address.
Joyce is asking who runs the booth.
The booth is run by the management who owns the mall. Basically, you set your items out there in the booth with a tag. The tag is going to have a small description of the item, is going to have an item number if you want to have an item number. It'll have the booth number and the price.
Ooh, that's a pretty house.
That's a pretty house, and they've got something right there for us too.
Oh, are we getting out?
Yeah, you could just.
Okay. Well, this tree's covering the pretty house, but he's gonna get out, so. Give me a second.
Yeah. It's like getting used, and this is a good one too.
Yeah, people are always in need of dog crates.
Big dog crate.
This is for a big dog, so.
Yeah. This brand new is like, what, a couple $100?
Yeah, new is not cheap for sure.
And this sucker's huge. Look at that, it's almost my size.
The moon is gorgeous today.
It's up to you. All right.
Okay, that's it.
Sometimes those dog crates are like really rusty, and you can tell they've been sitting outside for a long time, and I won't pick them up. But that one right there looks like it's new. It didn't stink. There was no hair all over it. It's not sticky. So that's a good dog crate. That guy right there, I'll probably get it. I mean, I can see what they go for brand new, but I'll probably get like $60 for that sucker. That's a big one. So that's the first. Yeah, that's the first thing we found in this neighborhood.
Donna says you owe me a few ice creams. No single scoop. We're gonna banana split it.
There you go.
That's my language right there. Have you ever been dumpster diving? Tab's collection of coloring books is asking.
I've gone a couple times, and that's me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've never really had. Well, you know what? I've gone a lot of times to check dumpsters in the area where I live, but I don't have any luck. I've gone in there and don't really find anything. The one place that I've had really good luck was at Walmart, and people are surprised by that. But this is an older Walmart store that doesn't have the big trash compactors, and that's the thing, that a lot of these big stores now that are new have the large trash compactors, and they just throw stuff in there and it gets smashed up and it's gone. I happened to be driving by one time, and they had this humongous, what they call a roll-off bin. It's a big metal box where they literally load it on the back of a trailer and get it out of there. And these people at Walmart had thrown away all their older like strollers. They had like walkers, they had high chairs, a bunch of baby stuff like that, all brand new in boxes, and they threw it out. And that was a major score. I filled up my truck twice with that. And another time I went back, and it was right after deer season or hunting season, and they threw out a bunch of like deer feed, not just plain deer corn, but like the high protein deer feed that's really expensive, bags and bags of it. So I picked that up, and I gave it to my brother-in-law because they're really into hunting. But other than that, that's the only 2 times I've really had any success. And I drive by every now and then by that Walmart, and I don't ever see stuff back there anymore. Can you see all the roaches?
No.
They're coming out of that sewer.
Oh, great.
Oh, basketball thing. What I like to do is be able to get into these dumpsters at really nice neighborhoods. Neighborhoods, like apartment complexes or condos. But they're all gated, man, and it's hard to get into those things. And then now with the trailer, you know, it would be really hard to try to be, you know, incognito and not get caught.
Bath and Body Works
Yeah.
to get some lotions and candles.
I've seen them out there. There's a couple people that I follow on TikTok that they go do just that. They'll go to Bed Bath and Body Works. There's a lady, I forget. Oh man, what's her channel name? She's on YouTube, and man, she does great picking up stuff at Bath and Body Works or whatever. And I see her picking up her candles. I see her picking up lotions and all that good stuff. And there's one by the house that I've gone to, and I don't ever see anything in there. I've gone to Ulta before, and they completely destroy everything. They get all their lotions and their perfumes and stuff like that, and they mix it all up and jumble it all up, and it's a complete mess. They don't want anybody getting it, which is stupid, because if they're not going to sell it, at least let someone else get it that can use it. You know, because you can't return it because it's open. It's not like you can return it.
Lulu's asking if you would ever buy a storage unit.
I've thought of that before, and short answer, no. Mainly because I just don't want to invest more money, you know, into just storing something.
Yeah.
You know, right now I do really well with the booth. The booth kind of acts as a storage unit, but the booth makes me money. Yes, I pay a monthly rent, but at the end of the month, it's paying me out.
Scott's asking, did you sell the last 2 European mounts?
No, I haven't yet. I'm gonna take those to the booth and stuff like that. That's cool and neat looking. Yes, I could sell that on Facebook, and I might be able to, you know, get some money like probably tomorrow. But I like to put it at the booth to get attention, for people to kind of look and say, oh wow, look at that, and they come inside the booth, and then it gives them a chance to not only see the mounts or whatever it is that I have there, but decide, you know, maybe walk around and take a look, see if there's anything else that they might like. So like something like that, I might put up a little bit higher, just so you know it doesn't sell right away. Because I like the attraction into the booth before getting $100 for it.
Julie says she scored at Quay.
That's the one I've gone to. Who's that, Julie?
Julie Carrillo.
Julie, I've gone to that Bath and Body Works and I've never found anything there.
Is there a certain day that you've gone?
I know. I need to go with her. Shit.
Maybe we can go with you. And then we can get ice cream, Julie.
They've got a lot of
Good night, Amy. Thank you for your comments and hanging out with us tonight.
Oh, let's go over here, babe. This
Okay, we're about to get out.
I'm not blocking. I'll turn this off for you. Alright, so here's trash picking 101. You see all these large black bags? This is what you look for. Big bulky bags that kind of look like there's good stuff in them. You never know. I need you to get it close. Put the light right here. See, like in here, this looks like it's nothing. This looks like it's aluminum trays. Nothing. So sometimes you just get junk, Like you don't know unless you look. But this is usually the bags where, this is all fills up boxes of pantry food. This is glasses and dishware. And that's trash. Well, I've been doing this a long time, so I can usually tell by feeling the bags what kind of stuff's in there, and not gonna work. I'm not gonna pick up these things. Yeah, so I was hoping there was stuff there, but not today. But that's, if you're still watching, I forgot who asked earlier. That's what I look for, the big, bulky trash bags. And man, those have been the funnest bags. A lot of y'all love, it's funny, when I first started doing the videos, I didn't like to go through the bags with y'all, record while I'm going through the bags. I just kind of showed you at the end. And I started getting a lot of messages saying, hey, you need to show us as you're digging. And man, so we get into a spot where it's low. Don't go, hang on tight, because I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen when we were out here, that there was Did any other questions in there? I don't like these streets. They're so dark. Over here. Actually, this street that I'm about to get on back over here is a street where I found all that wine. I'll point out the house to you guys here in a minute.
Jerry's asking if you're a lot here.
A lot here?
Guys, we can tell, I think we're in a bad area for...
low coverage here, I guess. Is it on? I guess it's on now.
It's on now, but it's just kind of been off and on.
How long have we been on?
111 minutes. It keeps buffering and freezing.
I didn't get an answer. Right? What was the question?
Jerry, what was the question that you didn't hear the answer? We've had a lot of buffering, as you can tell. So, not quite sure what y'all caught or what cut out. Spiders and snakes.
No spiders and snakes. I've never come across those. I probably wouldn't be scared of them.
I would.
You would. You know, I've had to kill a few snakes before that were, but no, I don't think I'd be scared of them.
Rosalie's asking, how long does it take you to go your areas for treasures?
That depends on a lot of driving around and not a lot of picking. It could take 2-3 hours. If I'm stopping at a lot of spots and digging through a lot of places, that could take 4 or 5 hours. So it just depends. I'd say on average 4 to 5 hours though. Sometimes I've been out if it's if I don't have to work, you know, for a few days and I've got a lot amount of time off, I'll go to a lot of areas, not just one, and I might be out for, you know, the whole night. If it keeps on buffering, we'll probably just end the video.
Any possums or raccoons ever jump out at you?
No, but I do see possums and raccoons and armadillos a lot. That I do see a lot of.
And I notice a lot of rabbits just running around.
Yes, a lot of rabbits. I see raccoons all the time, and I see possums all the time, and I see armadillos all the time. There's this one area that I go to that's by Brazos River, and you'll see a lot of deer. There's a couple videos. I know it's hard to tell what month I film them in, but if you know, during the typical deer hunting season months, when they're out and about rucking and mating, you'll see a lot of deer out there at night.
Anthony, what is your question? I haven't noticed any, so while it's quiet, if you don't want to ask your question again. He's said he's sent a few and I missed them all, so let's see what his question is.
These questions are on the phone don't come up the same as on my laptop or my PC. You know, I see a long list of questions on the computer, but on the phone they pop in one at a time, and if 4, 5, 6 of y'all ask a question at one time, I might not see it. And then with the buffering, that might pause us from being able to see the...
Yeah, the buffering didn't help.
Yeah, so be patient, guys, and if I don't answer your question, it's not that I don't want to, ask it again, and keep on asking it, because for whatever reason I'm not seeing it. It's probably beyond our control.
Yeah, Shelly, the comments are on for a few seconds and they disappear quickly, so. And then my phone is just kind of going up and down, so I try to focus on that.
Yeah, it's hard to focus on keeping the camera or the phone, you know, fixed on a good spot and also trying to read the comments.
Ooh, someone said in Deep Red, North Carolina, people will shoot you if they catch you in their trash. That's not fun. No trash picking there.
Yeah. I might get shot back here in Texas.
Yeah. We're definitely a family of believing to protect yourself. So. Flores is asking if you have a P.O. box.
Yes, Hope Flores, I do have a P.O. box. If you will go to, not in this video, but if you go to one of my older videos, if you look in the description underneath the video, you will see P.O. box information there. I want to say if you go to texanpicker.com, that information might be there also. I don't remember, but for sure in every single one of my videos, in the description box, you'll see the video, and then you'll see like the description of the video. Click on the little arrow and it brings up a lot of information. Not only do you get the P.O. box number, but you also get links to my Mercari, my eBay, my Facebook page, and my web page. So check it out there. Everything's in the description. It's not in the description of this video because I'm not at home to make all those edits, and I can't do that until I get home.
So a question from me, because I haven't driven with you in a long time, but is this like a typical night, like where you don't find a lot, or is this a slower night for you?
For this area that I'm in, it's pretty typical, you know, for this area.
Okay.
And that's why usually I don't drive a lot on Sunday nights. You know, I will sometimes, and I try to go to certain nights, but it's pretty typical for this area.
Okay, Anthony's asking if you think it is good picking in San Antonio. I am moving there tomorrow from Toledo, Ohio. Congrats on your move, Anthony.
San Antonio has got some really nice areas. So yeah, I would say picking would probably be really good in San Antonio. What you need to do is go on their city webpage and find out what areas are having the heavy trash pickup. Drive around the areas that you might be interested in, and make sure you try to find an area that's might be a nicer area. Which sometimes I've gone to some older areas and I found like antiques. I mean, so you can't get against these older areas either. I just choose to go to this over here because I tend to find more on the nicer areas. You know, not that you won't find anything in a more modest, neighborhood, but definitely go online, see when the heavy trash pickup is, and that's when you want to go drive around. You don't want to go drive around regular pickup because most people are going to wait for the heavy trash pickup to put up, the good stuff.
Do you have a Twitter?
I guess I do, but I don't ever get on there. So I don't even know what my username is, and I don't even know what my password is to get onto it. So I don't use it. But probably right now, my most active one is But you guys are getting a good idea of what it's like on here. It's a lot of driving around most of the times, and you put a lot of hours on your vehicle, which is why I gotta sell stuff. Some people ask me, well, how do you feel right about selling stuff that you find for free? Well, you're driving around all night, and you're putting a lot of miles on the vehicle, and it's your own time that you're using out here. I don't try to get rich off this stuff, but I do at least try to pay myself back, for my gas money and for maintenance on the truck.
Elizabeth is wondering if we're going to get moderators.
Not in this video. Like I said, we're on our phone, and it's harder to go in and make these edits and make like stuff like that happen. So probably wouldn't do it in this video.
Julie Correa said in Sagemont they take stuff with regular trash, so people are always putting out good stuff. It's good to know, Julie.
Yeah, I'll say that about Sagemont. That is true. Actually, Sagemont is my old stomping grounds. That's where I grew up mostly, from like 5th grade through junior high and high school. So Vermont, as we call it here in our area, yeah, there's some nice neighborhoods. Riverstone Ranch also is close to Sagemont, and they will put out some stuff not only on heavy trash day but regular trash day too. Did we stop? Okay. Perfect. Yeah, thank you. Oh yeah. All this talking is getting me thirsty. Insert Vicky joke here. Oh man. Yeah, this night over here, this is not the best area, but my best area would be tomorrow night, and I really don't feel like driving around tomorrow. I didn't feel like driving around today, especially being that I don't even have a camera, because I don't want to go out and pick. Honestly, I don't want to go out and pick just to pick stuff. I want to do it to make my videos, so if I don't even have a camera, I'm not really going to go out. I sent I actually sent an email to Gopro, telling them about what happened, and kind of bragging about, you know, obviously how good the camera is for it to keep working, even though it fell off the truck and got ran over. I'll say about 6 or 7 times. So, you know, maybe they'll send me a new camera. Who knows? Just because they like my video. How's the buffering been?
Seems good. I haven't seen any buffering comments, so I think we're okay. But as y'all could tell, the nights can get long.
Mm-hmm. This house over here. This house over here is, I found, I'm not sure if you guys remember that video, but it was a globe on a stand that opened up, and it was it held like wine bottles, like a wine bucket.
Yeah, I remember that because I wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
But I can't keep everything.
No. A lot of people will accuse me of being a hoarder, but trust me, I'm not a hoarder. I want to get rid of this stuff. It's just, time is, you know, is our enemy, man. You know, we don't have enough time. And being that I don't do this full time, this is not my full-time job. I do work full-time. I think someone else asked me that earlier. I do have a full-time job. I do work rotating 12-hour shifts. I work at a refinery. And I work 12-hour shifts, so that's a lot of work. And
Good night, Tab's collection of coloring books. Thanks for watching and for the questions.
yeah, I know she's asked me if I find any adult coloring books, and I've had them in the past, but I think, well, not to think, I know that I donated those books. But trust me, if you guys, for those of y'all who, if you email me and ask me questions, if I have something, I'm more likely to remember you and more likely to be able to contact you back. Because if you just leave me a message on in the comment section, it's sometimes it can be really hard to find those comments again and answer them back. And I don't get notified when I get replied to, so I don't know. You know, it's like a needle in a haystack trying to find that one comment. If you guys are looking for something, or if you're interested in something, the best thing to do is to email me.
Rosalie's asking, how did you coordinate and remember when trash night is for all the areas?
Well, I really stick to 2 nights of picking and to 2 areas, to be honest with you. So it's not really that hard. I mean, to be honest, it's really just 2 areas that I go to. And it was a lot of trial and error, I'll tell you that. I remember when I first started doing this, before I was recording, I would go a lot. I would go like 3-4 days a week. But it wasn't all night, it was just for a little bit to try to find stuff. And there was many nights where I wouldn't find anything. And it was by process of elimination of not going certain nights and going certain nights and going to certain areas and not going to certain areas, where I dialed it down to 2 areas that I like to go to that are usually, even though tonight's not a great night, I found a lot of good stuff that's, you know, gonna do well for me. And what helped me out a lot was kind of wise up. I don't know if someone suggested it to me or if I just happened to do it on my own, but someone, I don't know, did someone suggest it or I do it? But I had, the idea came across that I should look online to see when these heavy trash pickups are, and that's what I did. And, you know, that's kind of how I narrowed it down.
Just kind of planned it out online.
Yeah.
Berlinda's asking if you've come across expensive jewelry.
Yes. Yeah, I said a little while ago, and I know some of y'all are kind of in and out and just joining us, but I did find just a few weeks ago a 10-karat gold class ring from 1956 from the University of Pittsburgh. Go on eBay, look up vintage university class ring, and you'll see some of these class rings from these big schools go for a lot of money. I've also found lots of gold necklaces. I found diamond necklaces. I found a wedding ring one time, and I took that back to the homeowner, and she seemed to be kind of ungrateful that I found it. She seemed more concerned that I was, you know, picking through her trash than that I actually gave the ring back to her, which is weird. Because she actually told me, I don't know why they let y'all do that.
Yeah, and that would have been in a landfill, so.
Yeah.
Jerry, our puppies are doing great. Maybe he could put them in another video. They're adorable.
Yeah, you know, I've tried. I thought about doing that and putting in more videos, but you know, I don't. It's like I know people ask me, hey, you should see more in your videos. Hey, you should do more. You know, and I forget about it. To be honest with you.
Yeah. And our puppies are crazy and they don't sit still. So.
No, they don't.
And they don't listen. So.
They're cute though. They're little bitty dogs. Got the little Pomeranian Judy and Sasha, our little Yorkie.
Donna's asking if you ever come across Wonder Woman memorabilia, Justice League, Pepsi. That's the stuff she looks for.
I can't say I've ever come across any kind of Wonder Woman stuff. No, I can't think. I can't. No, I can say no that I haven't. Pepsi. I don't think so either. I find more Coca-Cola stuff than Pepsi stuff. And maybe because a lot of people think that Coca-Cola is worth a lot of money and there's just so much of it and they try to sell that online and it doesn't sell. I've come across that myself at my booth. I bought a bunch of Coca-Cola stuff and I collected some stuff that I thought would sell, and I put it in my booth and it wouldn't move, and I had to really, really just keep on slashing the prices for it to finally, you know, leave the booth. I think it's harder to find Pepsi stuff than it is Coca-Cola stuff too, so I think that's why it's more valuable.
Josh Ritz is asking if you've come across cheerleading stuff since the last time y'all spoke.
No, and I remember you, Josh, right?
Yeah, Josh Ritz.
Yeah, I remember our conversation, Josh, and I have not found a single thing, and yeah, no, I haven't. The only thing I did find one time, that vintage, I forget what they're called, but they're like the big horn, or like the, you know, the cone thing that the cheerleaders used to yell through. And that was vintage though. It was from the high school in our local town from like 1970 something, I think. And I ended up selling that in my antique booth. Matter of fact, I ended up selling that to another vendor. Remember that one?
Yeah, it was a megaphone.
Yeah, there you go, megaphone. Yeah, another vendor bought it and they ended up putting it in their booth, and they, you know, put it for, I think, about $100 more.
Yeah, they jacked the price up a little, so, but hopefully they sell it.
Yeah, they sell it good for them.
Oh, it's bumpy here.
Yeah. We're coming to an end very soon.
That was recycling stuff.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, but like I said, baby, this is pretty typical over here.
Jerry, what kind of do you have? He says his doesn't sit still either.
Looks like that was one of those Sterilite bins, but they took all the plastic bins out.
Oh.
So it was just the shell.
Josh said he picks too. Recycles. He donates in his areas.
Yeah, that's good. I think the best thing we could do is to donate, you know, a lot of the stuff, because, you know, we do gotta, I mean, there's nothing wrong with selling it, because you do gotta, you know, like I said, recuperate your costs for being out there and putting the wear and tear on your vehicle. And of course your time, you know, your time is worth something as well. But honestly, I could say without a doubt in my mind, I donate way more than I sell. man, wrong road. Let's see if I can get out of here. Nope, I can't. I've never been over here.
So you have to turn around?
Yeah, I'll make a turn over here. I've just never been on this side because it's a lot of. Watch this be the area where I find something like really good. I've never driven back this corner.
Jerry has a boxer pit mix and a rat terrier who's being a weirdo at the moment.
I love boxers. It's one of my favorite dogs.
And they have their own personalities. Like, I've gotten so close to our dogs these last few years, and they're like kids, you know? They really are. Stephanie's asking, has anyone thrown out their collection of collectibles that was impressive?
Oh yeah, I've picked up a really impressive collection of Kiss memorabilia one time. Some guy, it was a few magazines. The two best magazines that were there was a magazine called Grooves, and it was like the introduction of Kiss to the rock and roll world. Say that 3 times.
Rock and roll world.
Rock and roll world. And it was a blue magazine by Grooves saying introducing Kiss, you know, blah blah blah. And that was in the trash. And also there was a Marvel comic from back in the 70s, maybe late 70s, maybe early 80s. I forget the year on it. But it was a Marvel magazine with Kiss on the cover, and it was them as like superheroes or whatever. And that, I still have the Grooves magazine. I haven't sold it yet. I don't know why. I kind of been holding on to that one. But I sold the Marvel magazine, and I got, I think, Elvis Presley, the pink ones, comic book. There's a bunch of old science fiction comic books back in the day. And I have a lot of them. I just never sold them.
Josh says the best find he found was a 1920s Louis Vuitton trunk.
Wow. That's pretty cool. I've yet to find a real one. At least I don't think I found a real one yet. You know, I'm not an expert on those things, and some of them you can tell that are fake. They're obviously fake. They're very rigid, and they're not soft leather, you know. Or I found a Louis Vuitton wallet that had a Gucci liner on the inside.
Jerry, thanks for telling me. I was wondering when I said him, but you know, of course we can't tell, but Jerry's a female. And I know you do watch a lot of our lives and stuff, so we're very familiar with your name. I appreciate it.
Man, I'm wanting to find some more stuff so you guys can see me picking some of these items.
Walk by faith, not by sight. Hopes you find a lot of Marvel superhero things.
Walk by faith, yeah, I know her. Okay. Her, yeah.
And if you come across a lift chair, they need one.
I know, I get a lot. I've actually had a few people ask me if I have a lift chair, and I don't. Matter of fact, I want to get me a lift chair almost. It's kind of quiet. Look, it's like even the trash that's out is mostly just stuff in cans. You know, there's nothing big sitting on it. What's over here? Nothing.
Uh-oh.
No, just a lot of trash. Just a lot of trash. So y'all tell me, for y'all that have been watching for a while, you asked me what's my best finds or whatever. What's the best things that you've seen me pick up that you really liked, or even stuff that I maybe might have passed on that you said, you know, that I should have picked up. Y'all can leave a comment on that, you know, saying, hey, I really liked, you know, this thing that you found, or I wish you would have picked up this item.
Rick says best things he found are lawnmowers, which he fixes and resells.
Yeah.
Stephanie asked, what's your favorite time of day to pick if you could choose?
I like going at night for the sole fact of getting in front of everybody, because there's a lot of people that come in the morning. There's a lot of pickers and a lot of scrappers. And they usually come in the morning, early in the morning. So I'd rather go at night and beat them to the punch. Even though I'm not really in competition with the scrappers, that are doing picking like me. And there's been a few times in my videos where I film like another picker out there. A lot of times they don't want to be on camera, so I don't film them, but I'll at least, you know, film them as they drive away so you can see their trailer or their truck full of stuff. Oh man, 11:15.
Rosie says the recent desk and hutch was a score. I totally would have picked that up.
Yeah, I didn't have any more room at my house, so Chris ended up taking that and keeping that at his place. But yeah, that was actually a really nice desk and hutch.
Jeremy says he had built his first bike out of parts of the trash.
Oh, really? Not this one. Yeah, man, I found an old Mongoose, like BMX style bike. I forget the model that it was, but I almost didn't get it because I wasn't sure if it was vintage or not. But I ended up looking at the wheels and trying to figure out, you know, if I saw these wheels on older Mongooses, and I did, and it ended up being a vintage bike. And I don't forget what I did with that thing. But yeah, you could piece together bikes, you know, and make yourself a good one. You know, take a good tie off one and put it on one that needs it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Volt Divin is asking how long you've been doing this.
I have been doing this since June of 2012, when I first started doing this. So 9 years. And excuse my rudeness for not looking at the camera more, but I am driving, so I got to focus on the road.
Walk by faith, not by sight. That recline of it in our garage. People were thinking about it, but nobody made the commitment.
What's that over there? See the guy on the side?
I see a lot of. I just see boxes. Hard to tell. It's too dark.
That coming around the corner, it was dark right there, so I couldn't see, but it looked like there might have been something, but I couldn't tell either. Let's see, over here we got some sheetrock.
Wow, Jeremy started that bike when he was 10, and he's almost 40 now. That's what started it all.
Oh, well.
Original Nethead, thank you for hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm. Know her. She's been watching for a long time. Where are we at?
180.
Wow, that's crazy.
How much were we asking for the recliner?
You know, I had 160 or 180, but I mean, you know, if I found someone who really was in need, I'd give it to them, you know.
We tried to give it away to somebody in need, but we couldn't find anybody to come pick it up, or
you know, sometimes I feel like when people see something for free, they kind of think it might be a scam.
yeah.
You know? So I think we're gonna be getting close to the end here, guys. This is like really the last Well, I could go to other areas, but it's getting kind of late.
Mm-hmm. So, if y'all enjoyed this, definitely let us know. Maybe we could do it again in the future. It's not as busy, he said, as of a night as it usually can be, but it can be hit and miss.
Yeah, we've been at it for right at 3 hours. Like I said, we found some decent stuff. You know, definitely enough, more than enough. That's going to pay for the gas. You know, we're going to go through those bag of shoes. We found that little speaker. We found
A little lamp.
the little lamp. We found that clock that works, and we found that large. The best find, I mean, just by looking at the surface, is that large dog crate, and that'll definitely pay, you know, for the gas that we use. I mean, because we didn't use very much. I used maybe less than a quarter of a tank, so that pays for that. But we're getting to the end. I don't think I'm gonna keep going just because there's not a lot of areas here, and it's getting kind of late, and Iris, she's doesn't stay up this late, and I don't blame her because she's, like she said, she's an early morning person. She's got to get her 12 hours of sleep.
I do need my 8 to 12 hours of sleep. No, I'm kidding.
So I'm gonna just finish this little section here, babe, and then we'll shut it down. Okay.
Okay.
So we got about probably another 15 minutes or 20 minutes of picking in this area. So if you got any other questions, drop them in quick before we log off. It's probably about another 15-20 minutes. And then this area is so dark because they have all these trees right here. Like they have the trees in the yard and the trees over here by the sidewalk. You know, so it blocks out like all of the light. Like I don't even know where they have street lights over here.
Walk by faith, not by sight. Do you know where they're located? They're saying that they could really use it. Let us know where you're located.
Yeah, email me. If you're in the Houston area, you're more than welcome to come get it, you know.
Yeah, repeat your email address for her.
The email address is jcayala99@gmail.com, or if you go to my website, texanpicker.com, just like the name on YouTube, texanpicker.com, go down to the bottom where it says contact us, and you could message me through there, and it'll directly send me your message through my email, and I can respond that way too.
Oh, they live in Jersey Village.
Oh, okay, that's not far.
Okay, well, send an email so we can get in communications. We've had another interest in it, but oh, what is that?
It's a cat.
But we just need to communicate, so.
Yeah, texanpicker.com. Go to texanpicker.com, scroll down where it says contact us, or it might even say message the Texan Picker, something like that. And that message will go straight to my email box, and I'll be able to contact. Yeah, it's definitely not country. The thing is like this neighborhood, for whatever reason, not only did the planner put 2 trees in the front yard, which is pretty typical, but they also put trees. Let's come over here and see that. That area, can you see it? That area that's in between the sidewalk and the house, they put trees there also. So
yes,
it blocks out all the lights. It looks so dark over here. I'd be more scared to go picking in the country than I would be in the neighborhood, man. Those country boys are pretty going to get on you quick.
Amy, it's been good having you with us too. She's been with us most of the time, picking. Volt, we don't do, this is his first live pick, but he may be doing them more often.
That's up to my cameraman.
So
if I have a cameraman that'll come in here and do this, because it takes a lot of work to, what Iris is doing is a lot of work, because she's making sure that the phone stays charged.
Oh.
She's making sure that the light stays charged, which right now it is charged. It's good. She makes sure that she's going through the questions and answering and stuff like that. I can't do none of that if I'm driving. I can't do any of that. You guys would just be asking questions, and I wouldn't be able to see any of it. So it's not easy. You know, she doesn't stay out this late ever. If we do it on another day where, you know, maybe my daughter doesn't have school the next day, and then she probably would come out with me. I want to do it on a Monday night where it's in my honey hole where I always find stuff. That's the area. That'd be really cool to do live pick, so you guys can see some of the stuff that I find there. And some of the houses over there are just, my goodness, they're humongous. And when I'm recording my videos, most of the times I don't film the houses. I don't think about it, you know. I go straight to the pile and I get stuff. Every now and then you get a glimpse of the house, but man, some of these houses are humongous. I mean, some of these houses are nice too. You know, I mean, a lot of these houses are real nice. You can't see these over here because it's so dang dark. Any last questions? Any other things you guys want to ask me? Because we're coming into about the last few minutes before I cut this video off. Let's see. That's empty. Oh my gosh. I'm getting sleepy too.
Mm-hmm.
He said I woke up early this morning. We stayed out late last night and went to sleep early. I mean, woke up early.
Jerry K, Texas is very hot. Where are you located? You said it's hot there also.
This little guy over here. Go ahead and come off. No, you don't need a light. Okay. See, this is sometimes you find some cool stuff like this. And I think this is good.
I had to put my shoes on. I got comfortable.
I wonder if it could be fixed though. Looks like it could be antique, huh?
It does. It's just
This guy is
not in good shape.
not in good shape. Dang it.
And there's your spider web.
Is it?
Yes.
Really, I think it's on his last leg. I think I'm gonna leave it. I don't know if it's safe to take it, but I think I'm gonna leave it.
Okay, not today. Amy says leave it. We left it.
Actually, you know what, babe?
What?
For those who've seen the video, me and Chris were picking at a house about 3 houses down this way, and the guy who lives in this house walked out over there and offered us a really nice dresser with a mirror. And we drove around this way, and he had it in his garage. And that's one of those guys that where you get caught. He walked all the way about 2-3 houses down and told us about that dresser, and we walked into his garage. His kid was in there playing around, and he gave us a really big dresser with a mirror. And that was that house right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jerry's from Canada. Yes, it's super hot and super humid here.
Humid is a key word.
Humid is a capitalized keyword.
It's one thing to be hot, you know, but then to walk out and feel like you've got like this layer of moisture all over your body, that's the worst part. Because we've been in areas where it's hot and you sweat. I mean, it's pretty miserable. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna call a video right here because this is really the last area that I can go to without having to drive to another section and then be out for another 2-3 hours, which I'm not gonna do tonight. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and Iris tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's something different, a live video. Like I said, I've never seen anybody else do a complete live video like this. So if you guys like it, give it a thumbs up, share it. Let me know in the comments, say, yes, I love this video, do more, or I really don't care for this kind of material. Let me know, because that's how I know to make this. That's how I make my decisions on what kind of videos I want to make. I've stayed away from doing garage sale videos because you guys obviously don't like them as much as you do the trash picking videos, because those don't hardly get any views. Father, thank you so much for the blessings, Lord. I just want to ask you that you reach through these channels and that you would reach my viewers and my subscribers, Lord, and that you bless them in all their needs in their lives, Father. We just want to thank you so much for the many blessings. It's in Jesus Christ that we pray. Amen. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna call a video here. Thank you. Let me know if you guys like the video, if you want me to do it again. Until next time, peace.
God bless. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yep.